Oh, welcome back. Shaving a haircut. Okay, all right. The air conditioning is off now.
Yes, welcome back to Shaving a Haircut, the cure for the Fast and Furious blues.
Is that what's that? What's the Fast and Furious blues?
Where you watch Fast and Furious and you really like it and you're having a good time, but then the sads hit you because of events.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a real thing. I bet you weren't counting on that shit being real at the beginning of this conversation.
yeah. Strap in. It's gonna be one of those episodes.
Yeah, where we just kill a shitload of bugs. Again, I would see how like a regular person would find this pretty daunting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got the lightning beetles. You got the cat ladies that throw sticks at you. You got these motherfuckers. If I just saw one of these things, I'd be like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to be an adventurer.
Yeah. But then again, if I saw one of those things, but I had 9 skeletons and a fucking golem around me.
Okay, what's the true symbol of the tomb?
It's a triangle.
It's a triangle. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
What is this? This is a moon. I can't read that. Okay. Sorry, my eyes are real shitty.
No trouble.
All right, we're going to work our way backwards.
Circle.
Circle. Oh, it's easier to see on the other screen than it is on this one. Weird. Oh. Dead end.
Dead end. That end be so dead.
More lightning bugs. Meh.
And here's the thing. Lightning magic's a thing, but no towns are electrified.
Yeah, like there's no electricity
Yeah, anywhere.
in this world?
But lightning magic's a thing.
Riddle me that, Batman.
Yeah. Because in Avatar, like, once a bunch of people figured out how to lightning bend, like, fucking lightning bending became, like, a real source to generate power.
Yeah. Oh, that is one thing that I really liked about Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
That it really, like, it accurately showed what probably would happen if all of these elemental magics were real.
Yeah. How they would be incorporated into criminal atmospheres, industry.
Yeah, like how it would
Yeah.
drive development.
Yeah. And how it would really, like, truly develop a different kind of class structure.
Yeah.
Like the first season with like the benders versus the non-benders, it's like, yeah, that would be a real fucking thing. Especially since nobody can really explain what the difference between a bender and a non-bender is, like biologically.
Yeah, also true. Like, well, and that's also something that I don't think they actually explained in the show.
Well, they hinted to it.
Is like are people genetically predisposed to having a bendy type? That's a square.
Well, that has to be at least
Mwah.
some level of true, only because like there are bending families, like it gets into their bloodline and like like their offspring can do it.
Well, but like the first human that was the Avatar learned to bend.
Yeah.
Like they got all of the bendies.
Yeah, but that was the first ever bender didn't learn to bend.
Oh, that's right. He was given the ability.
Yeah, he was given the ability by the turtle. And so I guess like everybody that can bend is just in some small way, shape or form, like going back through the generations and bloodlines related to those groups of people that got bending and just went out into the wilderness.
Yeah, well, but like also if it's genetic,
Yeah.
like how are there not more firebenders in water cultures? Are they ashamed of their firebending predisposition? Like maybe they discover at a young age, like, oh, I can shoot fire. I should pretend to not be able to do that. I can't tell what symbol that is. What is that?
Well, that probably wasn't the case until, like, there was a world war. Because I imagine, like, firebending, like, especially if you, like, lived in a water culture and just so happened to be able to firebend, you probably kept that shit seriously secret.
Triangle. All right, now we get to find Talrasha, who's a big ugly bug.
Yay! Because we haven't seen enough of those bad boys yet.
Yeah.
But there's probably a part of it that's genetic, but there's probably some other part of it.
Yeah, well, like the it does go into like the spirit and the soul and that sort of bullshit. So like that's obviously
I just
implied
mean
to be a component.
I just mean to like more the fact that like if like because there are several like earthbenders in that show that learn how to metal bend while also being a. So clearly, it's like a technique that you can manipulate.
Yeah. So if you can bend
one element, presumably it's possible to, because like I said, lava bending is nothing more than fire and earth being together and being able to bend that aspect.
can if lava bending is an earth bending technique, is it not also a fire bending technique?
Exactly.
Or is it just an earth bending technique? Or could a firebender affect a lava bender's ability to perform?
Yeah, because firebenders can also shoot lightning.
Yeah, and like, is that not lightning bending?
Yeah.
Or is this not like narrowing it all down to determining that the elements are just variations of each other?
Yeah. They're like I said, they're all variations of each other. I have a feeling like the main disciplines and styles came because like people wanted to master them.
Yeah.
And like, let's be perfectly honest, like air, fire, earth, and water, they are the simplest elements. Like trying to wield and control lightning with whatever abilities you may have is probably extremely difficult.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Whereas earth is just going to do what you want it to do. Water's just going to do what you want it to do. You don't get any resistance from air, earth, or water. Fire is probably... Learning fire at the beginning for the first was probably very dangerous.
Yeah, I'm sure people were seriously injured.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of my skellies? Oh, ain't got no skellies.
You ain't got no golem neither.
You're right. Skelly man.
You ain't got no golem. But yeah, so this goes back to the whole idea. Be like, God, what would like the Avatar universe be in like in future times, like set in 2525?
Yeah, like what does this culture, this planet of people, what happens when they discover space flight?
Mm-hmm.
How do they discover space flight? How does bending affect their space flight?
I mean, I imagine it'd just be gravity bending.
Yeah,
and
like
you just
are there gravity benders?
Yeah.
Like is that earth bending?
Zahir was able to gravity bend.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, you don't remember how he could levitate seamlessly all
Oh,
the time? Like he never had to touch the ground ever?
I thought that was like an air bending thing.
Yeah, but the air never... Here's the thing. That he said, like, it's the most advanced airbending thing. But really, if you really look at it, no air is ever disturbed around him.
Yeah,
When he's just levitating there and floating,
you're right.
no air is ever disturbed. Which means, like, it's beyond airbending, it's gravity bending. He's bending the gravity around him to where he can just float.
Yeah. Well, and like, what if that's also what earthbending is, but like from a different perspective? Like maybe all of the benders just come from like their culture shapes what they what they perceive or believe their bending powers to have control over.
Exactly, because like I said, it's the culture. It's the fact that your master taught you be like, I couldn't do this, and since I'm the master, it's clearly impossible.
Right.
It's that kind of mentality. Until like certain, like Toph and other people would be like, oh no, earthbenders can metal bend. And then they were like, what? And then metal bending instantly became a thing the second that anybody knew it was possible.
Yeah, like it's totally like like The Secret. Like you have to envision it. If you believe in yourself, you can do it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's called airbending in the show when he can levitate, probably because like in their culture they don't have a semblance or an idea of what gravity is.
Yeah, or at least maybe they just don't have a name for it.
Yeah. Because, like I said, their science also took a heavy-duty bending toll until that one fucking mad inventor decided to build mech suits.
Yeah, how fucking cool was
out
that?
Of platinum.
And like that's another one of my points too. Is like that is like real hard sci-fi technology.
Yeah.
Being influenced by the
Bending.
existence of bending of like real magic.
Yeah. I built the ultimate bender weapon. How many benders had to work on this project? Like 70. But shut up! So you couldn't make these unless you had, like, a squad of benders, right? I said shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like that, and that's another thing, too, is that I understand the racism analogy that the
Mm-hmm.
Like the anti-bender. Woo.
Yeah.
The anti-bender sort of story arc. Like that makes sense, but
Yeah.
how did the benders not like totally end up? How is somebody not a bender?
Yeah.
Is my point. Like, if it is something that you can do, that anyone
Well,
can do.
here's the thing. Here's at least my 2 cents in. Especially once it truly developed into like a class state. You know, how often does a member of the higher class really get together and have kids with the lower class? Like, especially in that kind of society.
Now that you mention it,
classes
that's
kind of date and then marry and then
that's-
have kids with themselves.
That's probably why, for a long time, there were like just firebenders, just waterbenders, and just airbenders. Like,
Yeah.
they were just and earthbenders.
But here's the really noodle scratcher part that's gonna fry your brain.
I do love it when you fry my brain.
Airbenders never had kids.
Thanks, I hate it.
So that's the thing. Where the fuck are airbenders coming from? If it is genetic, because airbenders never have children. Unless maybe they did. I know that they were all monks, but maybe monks got busy every now and again. I don't know. Well, no, like that. Then again, the airbending culture had to allow for people to have monks to have children, because Aang had children, and he was like airbender as fuck. And then his son, who was also airbender as fuck, also had a family.
Yeah, maybe they did have families,
Yeah.
or maybe Aang changed it. No, well, because they must have, because like, where did Aang come from?
Yeah.
Was he abducted?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Like, what
I'd hate to think of like the air. If airbenders did abduct children and raise them, that really puts the Fire Nation in the right, you know?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it puts Fire Nation in the right, but it doesn't put the Air Nation in the right.
Yeah, but it definitely like checks off. Be like eradicating the Air Nation. Okay, you get one check mark. But enslaving the other nations, that was a problem. But
Yikes.
yikes.
I think I was going right the first time.
Mm-hmm. Just feeling it all right.
Oh,
But yeah,
Terraria.
so airbenders had to like have children. It just probably wasn't a big part of like probably wasn't like even the I don't know, because they were very anti-attachment and like, you know, that kind of Zen thing. So maybe it was only the ones that weren't as, you know,
Yeah.
maybe there were some that just weren't monks. Like they might have been monks for a while, but then they decided that they wanted to live normal lives.
Yeah, or like maybe only some of them became like like maybe they had multiple classes of
Yeah.
like among them.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense for like all of them to be like super monk. Because like I said, if they were an entire nation as people said they were, even a nomadic nation, like you're still gonna have traders. You're still gonna have somebody that goes out and like plants the food.
Yeah, somebody's got to change the oil in your car.
Yeah, like there has to be an economy so that you can function. Even if they didn't have a formal military.
I thought I saw. Oh, I guess not.
God, that show has so many fucking layers. Like, we could talk about it for fucking ever.
It does, and we could, but it's wait. Is it time for? We forgot to set a damn.
No.
You did? You set a timer?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God! You're my hero.
It's well, I didn't set the timer. I looked at the clock.
Oh.
So I don't know the seconds, but I know the minutes.
Oh, that's fine. That's enough.
Yeah.
Just give me heads up, because I am not looking.
No trouble. It'll probably be, I don't know how much longer you have on this road, but it'll probably be when you reach the end of it. Hatchet hands.
Yeah, the trouble with those is they don't sell. They're not worth anything.
Of course not. That monster just picked him up because he liked him.
Yeah, like, what was he doing with this?
Yeah.
This is a class-specific item. Was that monster an assassin?
Clearly not. He did not sneak up on you.
And that monster was a shitty assassin.
Yeah. Here you stand, unassassinated.
Oh, hey, I found it.
Yep. That's why I said when you come to the end of this road, because I knew it'd be here. I fucking knew it, bro. I'm a knowing bender.
All
I
right.
know things.
Do we want to
Fucking knowledge bender. Yeah, no, we'll open this up next time. Like next time, that'll be when we open it. So yeah, everybody that watched it thinking you were gonna see it this episode, haha, you gotta wait till next time.
take that?
We're like Expedition Unknown 2-parter.